Woolly mammoth. The woolly mammoth was actually a giant elephant that lived in icy, snow-covered regions. It had a thick, long coat of fur that protected it from the extreme cold. Its tusks were enormous and curved, which it used to break through ice or defend itself from predators. When children hear that today's elephants are distant relatives of the mammoth, they are always amazed. Just imagine, if the woolly mammoth were still alive today, the Arctic would look like a giant adventure park. Saber-toothed tiger, Smilodon. Smilodon, also known as the saber-toothed tiger, was truly the most dangerous predator of the jungle. From its mouth grew two long, sword-like teeth that could reach up to 7 inches in length. It would attack its prey head-on, using its sharp fangs to overpower them. Children usually think tigers are already dangerous, but when they learn that ancient tigers once had sword-like teeth, their imagination turns into a mix of cartoons and real life. Dodo bird. The dodo bird was a creature that is now extinct and was found only on the island of Mauritius. Its body was round and a little funny looking, and it couldn't fly very far even when it tried. To children, the dodo seems like nature brought a cartoon character to life. Sadly, because of human hunting and the introduction of new animals, the dodo disappeared and became only a part of history. If this bird were alive today, it would surely be the funniest attraction in any zoo. Megatherium, giant sloth. Imagine if a sloth, the slow-moving animal we see today hanging lazily from tree branches, was the size of a house. That was Megatherium. This giant creature lived in prehistoric South America, and despite its massive body, it was a vegetarian. Its size was so huge that it could easily topple large trees just to eat their leaves. For children, it's surprising to learn that the sloth, considered the slowest animal, today had an ancestor that was once one of the biggest animals on Earth. Glyptodon was an ancient creature that looked like a giant armadillo, but it had such a huge and hard shell on its back that it seemed like a moving tank. Its size was almost as big as a small car, and its armor was so tough that predators found it extremely difficult to break. If children saw it today, they would surely say it looked like a cartoon superhero carrying a shield to protect everyone. Earth. Quagga. The quagga was an animal that looked like a mix between a zebra and a horse. The front part of its body had black and white stripes like a zebra, while the back part was brown like a horse. It appeared as if two animals were combined into one, which is why it's hard for children today to even imagine that such a creature once existed in reality. Just imagine, if the quagga were alive today, it would surely be the most popular animal in every zoo. Megalodon was a giant shark that once lived in the world's oceans. Its size was as big as a school bus, and it was considered the largest predator of its time. A single bite from a megalodon was so powerful that it could kill a massive animal, like a whale, within seconds. When children hear that even today's great white shark looks small compared to it, they can't help but imagine it as a real-life sea monster that deserves a place in movies. Archaeopteryx. Archaeopteryx was a strange and unique creature that looked like a mix between a dinosaur and a bird. It had feathers that allowed it to fly. But at the same time, it also had sharp teeth and claws that made it dangerous. Scientists believe it was the very first ancestor of modern birds. For children, it's exciting to hear that dinosaurs are actually the ancestors of the birds we see today. Irish elk, giant deer. The Irish elk was a deer so massive that even a modern-day elephant would be intimidated by the size of its horns. Its antlers could grow up to 12 feet long, appearing larger than the doorway of an entire house. This giant animal once lived in the forests of Europe and Asia. When children hear about it, they often imagine such a deer blocking the entire jungle just by walking through it. Titanoboa, Titanoboa was the largest snake in the world, growing up to 40 feet long and weighing as much as a school bus. After the age of the dinosaurs, this snake dominated the land and was powerful enough to swallow crocodiles with ease. When children learn that today's anaconda looks like a tiny baby compared to Titanoboa, they are left amazed. It truly was a real-life monster snake.